Food prices are insane right now. As a single dad raising two kids, I felt it hard. It's not just 28%, it feels like everything doubled. I used to spend so much at the grocery store without realizing it, but over time, I have found simple habits and hacks that have helped me save 30 to 50% on food without sacrificing health or time. Like, for example, you want to pick your grocery store with intention. I used to go to wherever was closest to me just to save time. But with two kids, that added up fast. So switching to Costco or Sam's Club changed everything. I started bulk buying rice, chicken, snacks, and it saved me a ton. And at first, I thought I was spending more, but it stretched way longer. One of the best decisions I made was shopping based on price and not convenience. These other tips can help, but start with the store you already use. Most grocery stores also have a savings section on their website. That's where I spend most of my time, especially when money is tight. I also keep a running grocery template of what I normally buy. It's just a simple list, but it saves me from guessing what I need to add to the cart. It helps me stay consistent, avoid buying junk, and makes shopping with two kids a little easier. Less stress and more savings. Go generic whenever you can. Most of the time, it's made out of the same place as the name brand stuff. It's just a different label, but the same product. I used to think name brand was better just because it looked nicer. But when I started comparing ingredients, they're nearly identical. Now I get the generic version for most staples like rice, oats, yogurts, peanut butter, whatever. The only time I spend extra is when the name brand actually tastes better. Sometimes my kid would tell me if something's off, so I make it fun. We'll taste test both and see which one wins. Turns out, most of the time, no one can tell the difference. And saving a couple bucks per item really adds up. I actually like prepackaged food. It depends on how busy I am and where I'm at with cooking that week. When I don't have the time or energy to cook from scratch, I grab frozen meals and toss them in the air fryer. It saves me time and it just keeps things simple. I can also have something hot and ready for my kids in just under 30 minutes. There are a lot of frozen options now that are actually healthy. Things like grilled chicken, veggie mixes, dumplings, and even salmon. I still check the labels and just try to avoid the junk, but it's all about balance. If I got the time, I cook from scratch. If I'm swamped, I'm not ashamed to go frozen. What matters most is getting good food on the table fast, affordable, and with less stress. Meal planning saves me money, time, and my sanity. I used to shop hungry and grab whatever looks good. Then I get home and I realize I had random items that I can't make a full meal with. And half of it will go bad before I even get to use it. Now, I plan meals every week using Google Calendar. I mark those events in purple so I know that they're for the kids because I usually always cook for them. That way, I know when I need to cook something bigger and more filling. From there, I make a grocery list based on only what I need for those meals. So one simple rule I follow. If it's not on the list, I don't buy it. That keeps me from grabbing things just because they're on sale and avoid putting it in the online cart. Impulse buy used to destroy my budget. Now I waste less food and save way more money. Planning doesn't have to take long, but it gives me control over my time, budget, and energy. Pay attention to the unit prices on everything. I used to think that bigger packages always meant better deals, but that's not always true. Sometimes a small pack is actually cheaper per ounce than the big one. Now I slow down and check the shelf labels before tossing anything into the cart. If I'm buying something new or unfamiliar, I compare a few sizes side by side. It's easy to assume bulk is cheaper, especially at places like Costco and Sam's Club, but some items are priced higher just because of the packaging or brand. So unit price tells the real story. It's a small habit that saves me money almost every trip. And over time, it adds up fast, especially with two kids who likes to eat like a machine. If you struggle with impulse buying, consider using grocery delivery. Some weeks, I just don't want to deal with the crowds or dragging the kids through the store. It's an annoyance. And so I order online and have it delivered straight to my door. Yes, it might cost 5 to 10 bucks for the delivery fee, but I found that I save more money by avoiding random stuff I normally grab if I go in the store. No walking past snacks or being tempted by flashy sales. It also saves me time, which matters a lot when I'm solo parenting. If I can avoid a stressful grocery trip and stay under budget, that's a huge win. I don't use it every week, but when things get busy, delivery is a solid option. It's not just about saving money, it's about protecting your time and energy too, trust me. Always stock up when your go-to items goes on sale. I'm talking about the stuff you use no matter what. Rice, canned foods, frozen chicken, oatmeal, protein bars. Whenever I see a good deal, I grab a few extra and I stash them in the pantry or freezer. It might not seem like much in the moment, but over time, those little savings start to build. Even just a few dollars saved here and there can make a big impact when you're feeding a family. Especially as a single dad, having backup meals really means less stress and fewer impulse takeout runs. Now, when it comes to eating out, I still do it actually, but we keep it very rare and intentional. Our go-to spot is, of course, Raising Cane's. We usually get the Caniac combo, and we always replace the coleslaw with more fries. And I know it's not the healthiest option. We don't do it often, but maybe once or twice a month tops. But it feeds all three of us, and we split everything. The kids love it, it's fast, and it costs way less than a full sit-down restaurant. There's no tipping, no waiting, no stress. And sometimes having a go-to cheap and satisfying place keeps me from overspending on fancier spots. You don't have to give up eating out entirely, just be smart about when and where. Find one local spot with good portions and make that your fallback. It's about balance. Save when you can, splurge when it counts, and stay in control of your food budget. Shop with your eyes and not just your habit. Stores are designed to make you spend more without realizing it. They place the most expensive items on the right eye level because that's what most people see first. I didn't even notice it until I became more intentional with my money. Now, I look at the high places and the low places of every aisle, especially the bottom shelf. That's where the store hides the generic brands, bulk deals, and lowered price options. They don't put them front and center because they make less money off of them. Even cereal boxes are designed for kids to notice them. The characters literally stare down from the top shelf to get their attention. It's wild how much psychology actually goes into product placement. That one little shift, looking beyond what's right in front of me, has saved me a ton. Now, when I shop, I treat it like a game. Scan top, scan middle, scan bottom, compare the prices. Don't just grab the prettiest label or the first item you see. The real deals are usually hidden. And if you shop with a little more awareness, you're going to start spotting them faster. It doesn't take much more time, just a little intention, and it adds up over weeks, months, and years. One of the best habits I developed as a single dad is using curbside pickup. It saves me time, it avoids stress, and it helps me stick to my budget. I don't have to take the kids inside or just deal with all the distractions. There's no begging for snacks, no kids running around the store or the aisle. I just order everything online, pick it up in the parking lot, and I am done. Most places offer it for free if you pay at a certain amount, and it keeps me from buying random stuff I don't need. If you want to save time and money, curbside pickup is a game changer. Here's how I actually save money as a single dad. I bulk buy all the staples from Sam's Club or Costco, so the chicken, snacks, fruits, frozen stuff, and whatever else we go through very fast. That one habit alone keeps my fridge stocked up and cuts down how often I have to shop. Everything else, I stick to curbside pickup and delivery. Almost every store offers it for free, and it saves me from going inside with the kids. There's no distraction, no begging for candy, just no stress. I also check the store's website or app for the savings section. If something I normally buy is on sale, I stock up while it lasts. My girls love fruit, so I always buy extra when it's fresh or on a discount. We keep our meals super simple. If it takes long, I'm not gonna do it. I buy what's easy, quick, and decent quality because I care about consistency versus perfection. Most nights, I cook one big meal and make sure there are leftovers. We eat the same thing 2 to 3 times that week, and it saves me hours. And trust me, the kids love it. Sometimes I even freeze extra portion just in case because I don't want to cook it later. If you're trying to stay on top of everything, you don't have to follow strict rules. Just build a system that saves you time, money, and energy, and keep showing up. If this helps, hit like and subscribe. I'm sharing more ways to grow stronger, save more, and build a better life. I see you there. Thank you.